yards. Your takeaway right now with the Jets quarterback situation with Mike White?
Well, I think Mike White came in. He was forced into duty, and he played very admirably. I don't think this is a quarterback competition. I don't think that there is any way, shape, or form that it needs to be shaped that way. I think Mike White had a good outing. It's like Cooper Rush had a good outing. Are we banking on Cooper Rush throwing for 300 every Sunday? No. Are we banking on Mike White throwing for 400 every Sunday? No. So let's just take it for what it is, which is a very good outing. We don't have to necessarily rush Zach Wilson back, but we all know who the franchise quarterback is and is going to be. So let's not go any further than that, Mr. Carlin.
Okay, I agree. I agree that, in fact, you can't expect very much from Mike White. And so many times when we see a backup quarterback come off the bench for a week and have a big week, you start to think, well, is this the next Kurt Warner? Yeah. Well, it's all settled down on that. However, if Mike White just plays well, Booger, I think that's an exceptionally good thing for the New York Jets on a couple of fronts. Number one, they need to win games right now with a younger football team, one of the 2 or 3 youngest teams in the league based on the day. And this is not something that they're used to building in terms of a culture, and that's what Robert Saleh is trying to do. That's what Joe Douglas is trying to do. So as far as tanking, I don't think that was something that was even going to enter the fray here, especially when they have a second first-round pick this coming year. It's important for them to win games. But secondly, isn't it important at some point, if White is playing well, for Wilson to know that the job is not gifted to him, that he's going to have to fight through adversity when he's not playing well in the middle of his development?
No, I don't. I'm not necessarily going to even remotely agree with that. Quarterbacks are different, man. Like, we all go by this theory in the National Football League that it's competition. Every job is up for to basically the highest bidder based on who wins the job, except the quarterback position, because that position is so mental. Just look no further than Carson Wentz. It's so mental. You need that guy locked in. The position is so mental that Frank Reich took ownership of a left-handed interception that Carson Wentz threw by saying, hey, that's on me. Huh?
Yeah.
So understand how mental this position is. So you do not want a guy in his first year even remotely thinking that, hey, I got to go out and battle for my job. Not only do I got to worry about the playbook and worrying about deciphering these defenses and make sure that I stay alive because my offensive line isn't necessarily playing well, I got to worry about the guy behind me trying to take my job. Have you ever seen Tom Brady on the sideline when he sits down and they hand him the blue tablet?
Mm-hmm.
Notice what happens. The other quarterbacks come stand around him and try to help him.
Mm-hmm.
They have conversations. How's that going to work when the guy that's trying to help you also wants your job? So that's why you can't have competition at that position, especially during the season. Now, if we want to have a training camp competition when there's no game to prepare for, when we're trying to see who the best man for the job, I'm all for it. But once toe meets leather first game, I need to know who my guy is. I need to know that he's 100% invested, and the backup needs to be the backup.
Well, the Jets, they've shown they're going to do what they have to do for Zach Wilson to be their guy. Like, they went out this past week during the bye and brought in his personal quarterback coach, John Beck, to be on the staff for the rest of the year. And I kind of look at that as like a translator, right? First of all, they lost Greg Knapp tragically before the season started.
Yeah.
Matt Cavanaugh came on. So that threw a major monkey wrench into some of the plans in helping to develop him, because Greg Knapp was already developing that relationship with Zach Wilson. So they bring in somebody from the outside who maybe can not just act like a translator, but somebody that's truly going to be able to get on the same page with what the Jets want and with what's best for Zach Wilson to become that franchise quarterback. I don't think for a second that the Jets have any designs on Mike White being that franchise quarterback after one game. No way. Here's the other part. Playing well the rest of the year, if you're White, I guess I'll preface this with my question here. Does Zach Wilson come back when he's healthy no matter what?
Yes.
No matter what, Mike White goes for 300 tonight. He's playing.
Zach Wilson is the future. The Jets aren't going anywhere right now. So this year is entirely and solely about the development of Zach Wilson. That's why you hired John Beck. That's why you put all your resources in place. That's all this year is about, because after this season, you need to feel very comfortable in saying, we got the right guy. Now let's go out and invest and build around him. So I don't care. Like, Mike White can come out tonight, Chris, and he can throw for 350 and 3, and the Jets can score 40. Doesn't matter, because at some point you're going to realize, as a wise philosopher once told me, water finds its level. It always finds its level, and so therefore Mike White is going to continually be who he is. He didn't just magically change overnight. Okay. So your future is Zach Wilson, regardless of what happens tonight and next week. When Zach Wilson is healthy, he plays. Do you think differently?
I think at this point, as long as White is playing well, he's out there.
Oh, come on, Chris.
What am I saying to the rest of my team if I'm not giving them the best chance to win? And I'm not saying that. I look at this, and if White's playing well enough to help their team win and he's doing a better job than Wilson is in the moment, yeah, I'm playing him because I want to give my team a chance to get used to winning, to see what that looks like. And I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for a rookie quarterback to be sitting for a few weeks. The first time I see Mike White not play well, I'm putting him back in, okay? But I also think watching from the sidelines for a few weeks and not taking it for granted is not the worst thing either.
Well, he's watching right now, though. Like, he's hurt, and so he's watching now. And so you basically want him healthy, holding the clipboard, chewing gum.
If Mike White is playing at that level, let's be clear. And the Jets are winning a couple of games here and there.
The Jets are 2-5. I mean, at what level do you think Mike White is going to play to get them out of the 2-5 hole?
And look, let's just say hypothetically.
Oh, I love these.
Well, hang on a second. Is it out of the realm of possibility that he can't play?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.